This is the story of 12-year-old Garrett Alexander Bardsley, who disappeared from Lake Cuberant in Utah. Garrett Bardsley was born on July 24, 1992, and grew up in Elk River, Utah. August 20, 2004. Around 8 a.m., Bardsley and his father got up early after going on a camping trip with the Boy Scouts. They went fishing to a nearby lake called Cuberant Lake in the Uintah Mountains of Utah. The father and son lived in Elk Ridge. They went camping with 18 scouts and 6 or 7 adults on Thursday, August 19, 2004, and planned to leave on Saturday. Bardsley had managed to get his pants, socks, and shoes soaked with water while fishing, and he told his father that he wanted to walk back to camp to change as he felt uncomfortable in wet clothes. He told his father he wouldn't be long and he would be back to the lake soon to try and land a fish for breakfast. The rest of their Boy Scout group was camped just up the hill at the Cuberant No. 4 campsite, 150 to 250 feet away. The campsite was on a well-established path that connected with a road another quarter-mile away. Bardsley and his father had walked the trail several times before, so his father let him head back to the campsite alone while he continued to fish. He kept his eyes on his son as his son walked around the lake. He even shouted directions, reminding his son which path would lead him straight back to camp. After about 20 minutes or so, his father wondered what was taking him so long to get back, and he decided to return to the campsite to see what had happened. On his way back, he thought he heard someone call, "Dad," but after stopping and looking around, he didn't notice anyone and continued on. When he arrived at the campsite, his son was nowhere to be found, and none of the other Boy Scouts had seen him at the camp. A huge search of the area with hundreds of official and unofficial searchers turned up nothing except for one of Bardsley's Nike socks a half-mile away from the spot where he disappeared in a granite boulder field. The sock appeared to be taken off of a wet foot and wadded up. Because of where the sock was found, the county sheriff said it would be in line with the assumption that Bardsley had sought shelter in the cold weather, maybe by going into the boulder field for a crevasse or outcropping. The mountainous terrain meant that the temperature dropped to around 18 degrees the night he disappeared. Bardsley had no provisions or backpack. The ice fishing pole he was carrying when he left his father was never located. The official search for Bardsley was called after 9 days. A 3-mile radius in the rugged mountains from where he was last seen was thoroughly searched. After the official search was over, the family and many dedicated friends and volunteers continued search efforts, returning at least 2 or 3 times each week until October. Further searches happened after the winter of 2004 but turned up nothing,